Wednesday afternoon, a few people staged outside the Federal Ice Building in South Portland.
I don't feel like today is very much different than the past few days.
Efren and his family.
I was worried, yeah.
Leaving their annual immigration check-in.
So you hear a lot, there's, people going in, they're not coming out. We came in just normal. We're going back home just normal. And, I thank God for it.
Also there Wednesday.
And that's why I came out here.
Pamela Hemphill from Boise, Idaho, also known as MAGA Granny. Pamela is a former Trump supporter who gained national attention for refusing the president's pardon for her role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Instead, she pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge and spent 60 days in federal prison.
Legally.
She's now come to Portland to observe what's happening outside the ice building.
Yeah, this is my amends to forever being there that day. And, you don't know all the disinformation at the time. So I thought maybe there's another Pam like me. Maybe I can get to her and help her.
On Truth Social Wednesday, President Trump said of Oregon that conditions continue to deteriorate into lawless mayhem and that the National Guard is now in place. He went on to say the governor of Oregon must be living in a dream world and that Portland is a never-ending disaster. He then likened the city to being run like a, quote, third world country. A Department of Homeland Security spokesperson tells KGW Tuesday night, 6 people were arrested outside the Portland Ice Building, some accused of assaulting law enforcement, leading to one federal officer being sent to the hospital, per DHS. Ursa was there.
They dove into the alcove where we were sitting, assaulted several of us. They tackled me.
Over the weekend, the president mobilized 200 National Guard troops to be in Portland for a 60-day mission.
I kind of support it 110% just because I would like to see them clean up the city of Portland.
Dan Franick lives in North Portland.
So it's our understanding that when National Guard troops arrive, they'll just be protecting federal property and personnel.
That could be the case.
Dan says he would support the troops doing more than that, like cleaning up trash and helping address homelessness.
If they're going to be down there during the day, what else are they going to do? At least they can do something to help our city of Portland.
I don't think it's the best way to address it, but it may be the only way if our city and state governments are not willing to do their jobs.
Richard Burke represents retailers like House of Pipes, a smoke shop chain that has been repeatedly hit by crime.
The last hit, it was approximately $200,000 in both property damage and lost inventory.
Richard would welcome the National Guard stepping in to address crime.
Well, I want to be very clear. Nobody wants to see troops in the street, but naturally, if city governments and police departments are not able to protect people, folks are going to look for protection from anywhere they can get it. And for those people who do not want federal troops in our streets, I would say start clamoring for your local government to protect our property, our businesses, and our lives.
Back at the ice building, no sign of National Guard troops yet, as state leaders await a judge's decision on their lawsuit against the Trump administration, aimed at blocking the deployment, arguing Trump's action violates multiple federal and constitutional protections. Again, a hearing on that lawsuit is set for 10 o'clock Friday morning in Portland. It's not clear if a ruling will be made on Friday or if it will just be arguments from both sides. We'll keep you posted. Today, Portland City Council President Ilana Pertolgini releasing a statement saying in part, this action will pit Oregon National Guard members against fellow Oregonians in an unnecessary and likely illegal political stunt. I'm deeply alarmed by this decision. President Trump's bold mischaracterization of Portland is dangerous and unfounded. The reality is Portland is safe and thriving. However, none of that matters to our president. He is happy to get in the way of all the incredible progress we have made. As your council president, I will not let this absurd action by our federal government derail the work of our city. We're also getting a look at a memo sent to Oregon National Guard members on Monday from the man who is normally in charge of the state's Guard, though he is not in command this time around due to the troops being under federal control. Brigadier General Alan Gronwald talks about the task ahead, writing, I know some of you may have strong feelings about this mission. That's okay. You are citizens first, but you're also service members who took an oath to support and defend the Constitution and follow the orders of the president and the governor. That oath does not come with an asterisk that says only when I agree with the mission. We don't get to pick and choose. He later wrote, "I'll be honest with you. I know this isn't easy. Some people in Oregon won't understand or won't support this mission. Some might even be hostile about it. But we've been through tough situations before. We are professionals who do our duties regardless of how it's received." You can read the full letter on our website, kgw.com.